What's going on, guys? Over here, and welcome back to an episode of my Motorsport Manager Career Mode, and welcome to the season finale here. The last two rounds, Rio de Janeiro, the Brazilian Grand Prix, and then we end off here at Dubai for this second F1 season. And if you did miss the last episode, it was a very big episode. So if you did miss it, pause this video, go check that one out. It was a very big video, and it meant a lot of stuff for this season and for the series as a whole. It was a very good one. Obviously, last time out, I've given plenty of time now, so spoiler warning. Obviously, we got enough points that I think we are mathematically the world champions in terms of the team championship. Drivers still up for grabs. We still need to make sure we do the job and get this championship for Balcazar. I mean, there is a slight possibility, you never know, that Pernay could come back. I don't know. I haven't worked out mathematically, but we're going to go for Balcazar because that's the easier one. 10 points to Flores. Try and finish this out. And really, I'm just going to run this episode like as if we're going to continue like normal. Try and finish off as strong as we can, obviously, in terms of race results. In terms of improving the car as well, I want to look into what we can do. I want to have a look at the car and what we can do for improving it for the next season. I haven't totally decided yet what I'm going to be doing with this game after this episode, to be honest. So I'm going to kind of have to think about that. So I'm going to read through all the comments of last episode. Again, if you want to bring up some ideas for what I should do, you can do that in this episode as well. And then I'll kind of look through everything, but I still haven't properly decided what I'm going to do yet, to be completely honest. But we're going to move on here, just finish off the season as strong as we can, try and build up the car as we usually do anyway. So I'm going to have a look at here in terms of the parts we're trying to improve. Obviously, the engine is one of them. I think we just need to improve one part from every bit of the car, obviously, to get the strongest car next year. So we'll improve that. Gearbox, we'll improve that one. Rear wing, we're already improving that one. And the suspension will improve that one. So pretty much we're going for full performance apart from the rear wing, which I want to try and... Actually, to be honest, we've already got one that's already the best one. The new rear wing we made, although it's got a higher potential, it's actually started off at a much lower base. So I'm not too worried about the reliability of that, to be honest. I'm just going to focus more on the performance. We're going to go 29 to 1. So it's going to be... We're not really going to focus on that reliability, actually. So that may have been a kind of wasted effort on the rear wing, maybe, perhaps. But Acus, I'm going to wait. 2 stars only. Going to wait until we get 2 more offers for slot 5. So in terms of new parts, what we're building, what do we need to really improve on then? Or what do we think we can improve on? Obviously, the engine's still improving. I mean, that we're still kind of away from our maximum, I think, because we're on 1614. That's a 1662, so that's quite a ways away. So I think really, unfortunately, it just looks like suspension. Suspension's always the hardest one to improve, even though I guess we've never really fully maxed this out yet. There's quite a long way to go to max that out. So I don't know. Maybe we just save money for next year's car. I think at this stage, 5 million. I guess we just save money for this year's car. Just work on improving these parts as much as we can, really. Right, we've got new 2 sponsors here for slot 5. So here we go. We got star 4, star 3. Probably going to be this one. Upfront payments, the best, and also payment per race. So we're going to go for this one. 3rd or above. That's also a pretty nice target, I would think, to be honest. Even though I think for now we could literally just target 1st place from now on. I think that's. I think we're in a very good place to do that. So yeah. Right, we're traveling to Brazil. In terms of the target, going to go for 1st because Brazil's always been a very strong one for us in terms of doing an aggressive strategy and making that work. And our car's always usually suited Brazil, so go for 1st place. Access Sport tyre selection. Well, it's going to be raining in the race, but usual. Stick on all the ultra softs we can. I don't know how much of these ultra softs or even any of these dry tyres we'll use if it's going to be rainy in the race. But there we go. In practice, obviously, it's going to be clear, so we'll have to do practice anyway just to kind of get some knowledge on the race. In terms of fit parts, I think we're kind of all good from last race. Yeah, that's fine. Front wing's fine. Gearbox is fine. Obviously, we haven't got the reliability up yet of that part, so we're not going to use it. It doesn't matter anyway, because our best part's already in use by Pernay. And then for the suspension, we're all fine as well. And same thing there, actually. Our risky part's not actually quite the best part yet, even, of the suspension. Obviously, it's got the best potential, but it's going to take 90 days, I think it says, to improve those parts to the maximum. Yeah, no, 60 days. 60 days, and then all these should be maxed out, which I think should be not quite enough to be just when the season ends, isn't it? So that's Dubai. Then the championship ends, and then when do our parts get finished? I think they're pretty much... When does it get done? Oh, God. It gets done quite a bit into the pre-season, actually, so we're not quite going to get to the maximum of all these parts, unfortunately. Just too many things to worry about at the same time. Right, practice ended. We got level 3 on the Ultra Softs and race trim as expected, really, and good on the setup. 97%, I believe, on Balcazar and also for Pernay, despite there being a little bit, again, a difference in the kind of excellence and goods, but the numbers there, that's the only one that really matters, I think, the percentile. So we're all fine. You know, completely dry in practice, unfortunately, so I would have kind of hoped there would be like a little sprinkle and the kind of game lied to us, but no. So for the race ahead, I'm not too sure what's going to be like. Is it going to be raining straight away? No, it's not. Okay, it's going to be sunny straight off the bat. We're not got a pole, but it's sunny at the first instance. Okay, so that's interesting. Although it's saying go on inters. Why is that? Is it going to start raining very soon? Yes, it is. Is it worth going on... I don't think it's worth going on inters straight away. It's completely bone dry at the very start. Is there any really point? I mean, we could just gain a huge advantage. We got 2nd and 7th as well. So Pernay could definitely get away on dry tyres. So I think we're going to go dry. It's kind of weird. Again, this is like last season, if you remember, Brazil. Kind of happened then as well, didn't it not? So actually, is it going to rain for most of the race then? If it is, there's no point doing ultra soft performance. We may as well take Pit Stop Guru, refueling perhaps, or race trim, not too sure. What do we take? I'll just take ultra softs. Yeah, I don't really see any point of that. Race trim, we will take intermediate light footed. That will be one for Pernay, so maybe she comes through and uses that to advantage. But in terms of tyres, I'm going to go ultra softs. I'm going to go very aggressive at the start. Fuel option wise, I'm going to go very, very light. Even 4 laps. 4 laps of fuel. Go very, very... Actually, or let's carry a bit more fuel so we don't have to fuel up as much. So, let's fuel up 7 laps. Half a tank full. So, we can use some rich mix, but also it means we don't have to fill up as much at the pit stop. So, go very, very nice and light. About half a tank there. So, that's the strategy. So, I'm going to guess maybe... I think it's so logical that the grid would follow us, what we're doing. Go on ultras, but let's see. Start race. No! Inters. Okay, we got a nice spread. We've got some Inters runners. A lot of Inters runners, actually. Quite surprising. Sharp goes on softs. Where's Flores? Where's Flores at? Flores is on Inters. Okay. That's interesting. So, Sharp, the reigning world champion, she goes on softs. And then we've got the contender in the championship with us, Flores, going on Inters. So, very, very odd. Very, very odd. You never see this in real life as well. You never really see it too much. Like, it's such a split strategy. Here we go. It's a 5 red lights to the Brazilian Grand Prix from 2nd and 7th on the grid. And it is obviously going to be a pretty okay start for us compared to most other people on Inters. Pernay already into first place. Let's just attack on this. I'm just going to literally, I've taken my hands off the mouse. I'm just going to let them run like that. Just go, go, go. Don't even need to care about the tyres in terms of protecting them. Just go as fast as we can. We actually don't keep first place. Shah somehow has got a good enough pace to take first place back, but there we go. Pernay then eventually back there. It's a 1-2 right now. So now just try and push and get away as much as we can from everyone. And basically we just pit when it's time for the Inters to be brought out. But at the moment, it's all nice and dry. The rain's going to start coming down anytime soon, I would imagine. Just about... Oh no! Now I'm looking around on my screen. There's no spots of rain or anything unless my vision's kind of clouding up. I mean, we all know how blind I am. But still 1-2. So pretty much we're good. I'm looking at the gap. 5.3, 5.4. It's climbing about 0.1. There's the rain. You can see on the left hand side of the screen. 6.3 is the gap. So our gap is just about basically per second. Every 1 second, we're gaining a 0.1. On the guys behind. So, I'm looking to Flores, 13th place. That's the Inters runner. When the gap is 21.1. I think that's about a pit stop. So, we'll just about come out ahead of them, I think. So, really, in hindsight, for them wanting to go on Inters, it wasn't too bad of a shout. We're going to pit in this lap. Inters. Fuel up for... Right, how long do Inters go? Inters go 15 laps. Let's say... 14 probably for Pernay. So we're going to fill up for 13.0. Yeah, okay, 13.0. Fast pit stop. Go for that. Balcazar. Could you manage to stay out for a little bit longer? I'm not too sure. Probably not. Probably not. We're going to have to double stack. Right. Inters. We're going to go for... I'll go for a little bit more of aggressive strategy, actually. Why don't we? Why don't we try a bit more of an aggressive strategy? We've got... how many laps left? We've got 17 laps left, so let's half it. So just go 7 laps then. So we'll go 9.11. Yeah, let's go for that. Right, gonna have to double stack them, unfortunately, but I just don't see any point of keeping Balcazar out there or Pernay out. They're gonna lose way too much time when the track becomes way too damp. So here we go, double stack there, unfortunately for us. Okay, good getaway for Pernay, good getaway for Balcazar, and we are ahead with... No, we're not. We're not ahead with Pernay either. Okay, fair play, Flores, fair play, Modi as well. They got away on inters, and it's worked out for them. It's worked out for them. That strategy worked. Although, with 16 laps remaining, Pernay is in 8th place. Already looking good for pace. Could we try and overtake 7th place? We go around the outside of the person on the dry tyres. Now can we overtake 6th place? You can see there, going up with us, up the order, is Modi, also on inters. And then Flores is just up the road. That's Moriera, sorry. That's Flores. Just up the road, actually. So we haven't lost too much time there, and actually. We haven't lost too much time. And we've got fresher tyres than Flores. So that's the only thing. Okay, in hindsight, Flores did a good strategy to stay out ahead. But, crucially, we have much fresher tyres than Flores does now, because he would have had, like, you know, a lap and a half of a very hot track surface for those inters to kind of wear out and grain, pretty much. So, all in all, I think we made the better call. All in all, I guess. Balcazar's not faring too well. She's unable to make some moves on Bergman and Hamilton, who are all on inters ahead of her. So she's down the order a little bit, unfortunately for her. Right, I'm looking ahead at the weather. It's going to get drier about lap 15. So that is in 7 laps' time. We need to try and stretch this with Pernay. I think if we stretch this, the dry tyre period, Pernay could be on for a really good win. Whereas with Balcazar, she's in a bit of no man's land. She's 5.5, so really it's not worth trying to stretch that out, because it never will. So now I'm going to go uber aggressive with her, and we're basically just trying to push as hard as we can, make that early pit stop for another 7 inters, basically trying to hopefully offset that pace. But we've still got all these runners on freaking ultras. Why are they still on ultras? Just why? Why would you still be on ultras? Such a weird strategy. Right, Balcazar's trying to make a move for 5th place. Not quite working, annoyingly. Just like we've seen in previous races sometimes, Balcazar or Pernay, both of them finding it a little bit difficult to just make that final pass to get past. We've got the better pace. It's minus 1.7 compared to the pace we had last time out. So can we make the move? Yeah, finally, there we go. In the S section, in the kind of long, swooping right-hander section, we made that move. So up into 5th place, Balcazar. Pernay's still 2nd. Remember, though, we're on conservative with her. We're trying to go longer with her. Whereas with Balcazar, now we're going to pit this lap. We're on low fuel there, so I don't even know if we're going to have the fuel to make this. But we've got how many laps remaining till that period? For like 3 laps. So we're going to fill up for 4 laps of fuel. Yeah, 4 laps of fuel. Fast pit stop. Try and get there. Right, Balcazar's up into 4th. She'll come in now. So Balcazar made an overtake there for 4th place and is going to come in. So good. She had good pace there just at the end there. So that was a pretty good in-lap with all things considered. So now we'll go pushing, actually attack mode. We'll go high, and so now she'll be fine and poised to make a dry pit stop just as it starts to dry up. And Pernay is looking even better. She's not had to make a pit stop, and she's looking good to make that dry pit stop straight to it. Whereas Flores, 14.3 ahead. So Flores is really extending the gap, but she's absolutely shredded her tyres. So she's surely got a pit right now. Surely. No? Not yet. You mad? 20%. 6 laps remaining. You can't be serious. How is this working for her? You know what now? Let's push. Let's attack. Let's attack. Let's go high. Let's push now. Let's try and reel this in. Let's try and reel this in. Right, Flores' pit onto Ultra Softs. We're pushing hard still. Gonna go Ultra Softs this lap. Fuel up for 4 laps remaining. Let's go 5 point. Yep, 5 point that. Fast. I'm gonna have to make pit. 4 remaining. 4.9. Fast pit stop, go. Oh, Balcazar's not gonna... Ooh, is that gonna be enough? Yeah, it's gonna be enough. It's gonna be enough. Right, Pernay's in. Flores into 1st. Ah, she got it. We should have pit when Flores pit. We should have pit when Flores pit. We're out in 2nd, so we're fine on that, but we should have pit when Flores pit. It's 2 mistakes on the pit stops. A terrible race there for us. We should have pit when Flores pit. If we pit on the same lap there, the last lap, we would have had it with Pernay. We would have had it, I feel, because we were gaining on her so much now, but now the gap's 29.4. So out of nowhere, she's been so bad in the last few races, Flores, but out of nowhere, she's really come through there with 29.9 of pace. So fair play, fair play. Unfortunately for us, it's going to be second with Pernay only, I think, and with Balcazar, 8th place. Not looking like much pace this weekend, really, honestly. She's just not able to overtake these cars as quickly as I would have hoped. Right, Pernay's come home in 2nd place, so she's done very, very well to get that silver medal there. For Balcazar, it's only 7th, just off the point, so no points scored for Balcazar. Flores gets the win, Pernay in 2nd. I don't know what that means for the championship, but yeah, that's been a quite poor one, I'm going to be honest. We should have pit when Flores pit, and then with Balcazar, we should have just gone the exact same strategy. I shouldn't have split the strategy. I should have gone with the exact same strategy that I went with Pernay, with Balcazar, and gone this long on inters. And then here, I should have pit when Flores pit. Saying that, though, the gap was still 15 seconds to Flores, which I think is kind of mad. Like, I don't think that should be the case. I feel like if you're on inters on a completely bone-dry track, you should be falling away so much more than they did. Like, they only fell away by about those 15 seconds. The very 15 seconds that we then lost to Flores. So that's a little bit odd. I mean, just to me, like, if you think about it in real life, the inters are just usually terrible on a dry track. There's no point running them. But yeah, anyway, 2nd and no points, but that's fine. We get 6 points there. So what does that mean for the championship? 2nd place. Oh, championship-wise, it's 2 points in it. 2 points in it. 59 to 57, and Pernay closed up to 51 points. It's winner takes all at Dubai then. It's winner take all at Dubai. Constructors-wise, we're so calm. 33 points. We got it in the bag. We got it in the bag. We are going to be the Constructors champions, but... Oh, that's tense. Balcazar, that's tense. Also, Pernay could come back through this and just take it. If they have poor races, you just never know. You just never know. That could be enough to take it, because it would be level on points, I think. I think so. So, yeah, we'll see. Very, very intriguing. Very, very intriguing. We lost money. We lost money there, unfortunately. We didn't actually get that 1st place, so I was a little bit too confident there on that last race. But podium for Pernay. She's got some good morale there. So, final race of the season. Dubai. Oh, we've got an interview. I absolutely hated Dubai coming up, so I'm not looking forward to this final race. Sharp Disaster finished down 18th place. They got unlucky. I'm sure she'll pick up form. Yeah, that's fine. So, car repair complete. That's fine. I think we're just pretty much going to Dubai, to be completely honest. There's not much else to do in this season. Sponsor-wise, slot 4, Cortez Tyres, 4 stars. I remember Cortez. I like their sponsor, so we'll take that. 2 million up front as well. Thinking about short-term gain for the car next year, perhaps, over pre-season. Right, got a disaster. Danny White trying to sneak information out of the garage. He might have thrown... It might be going out to leak something to the other teams. What should we do? A fine should suffice? I think a fine should suffice. Yeah, fine should suffice. We'll get some money out of him. But I don't want to fire him because he's an okay guy. And there's no point in firing right now because his contract's going to run up anyway quite soon, I think. So may as well just get that extra bit of cash, really. But we're traveling to Dubai. Sponsor-wise, let's go for 1st because we have to go for 1st here with Balcazar. We have to try and win this race with her. Right. I'm going to leave it as is, pretty much, I think. We've pretty much got most of the better parts towards Balcazar. Apart from things like the rear wing. But, I don't know. You know what? Nah, screw it. I'm going to give her all the best parts. Because as much as it's kind of like Pernay is still mathematically in this, it's not really fully, is it? Like, if Pernay wins the race, she could be level on points with Balcazar. But that's still a little bit iffy. Whereas we can go for the full win here with Balcazar. So, all the best parts to her. Alright, good luck, Chica. This is your final practice before the championship decider. You could be your F1 world champion here. Let's go out and do this shit. Right, practice is coming to the end, and we've got 2 excellents and a great for Pernay. We've got triple excellent for Balcazar, so best possible scenario, 99% on the setup, so couldn't have asked for more in practice. Level 2 on the race trim, level 2 in Supersofts. Unfortunately, with such a long lap time of 144, can't get level 3, but that will be the same case for the AI cars, so yeah, now we just sort of wait and hope that we get lucky on the grid spot, really. That's all we can really hope for, that we get good with that. And then we'll go on from there. And we start a very tense race where we can still potentially lose this World Championship for the drivers. Constructors, we're fine either way. We are going to win that. But drivers, I do want to actually get this done for Balcazar or Pernay, but it's probably going to be Balcazar, you would say, at this stage. It's going to have to take miracles and also some kind of odd way you tally up how they go on equal points. But right now, it is 9th and 10th on the grid. That's a little bit mediocre, to be honest. In terms of the practice, we go race, yeah, super soft race trim. Right, that's quite mediocre on that. That's quite mediocre. That's quite mediocre. What's the grid position? Can I look at them right now? Yeah, okay. Where is Flores? Where is Flores? Flores is... where is he? Oh, where is she? Where is she? Oh, there we go. Flores on medium tyres on 17th. She's going mediums. A lot of people go mediums. A lot of people go mediums. A lot of people go mediums. All the front runners are going super softs, obviously, for obvious reasons. I feel like we need to kind of follow this pack. And you know what? I think we're going to go softs to start off with. It's a bit of a mad call. Softs to go start off with. Full tank. We're going to try this. Going to try this out. We'll go softs. We'll be the first people who are not on super softs on the grid from, you know, from pole to back. And so hopefully we'll be in a position to take this long. But also I'm just looking to copy the AI strategy, basically. Dubai was a shocking one for us last season. It's a terrible circuit, in my opinion. It's kind of crap. Bias, but it just doesn't suit our car. Kind of extenuates the flaws in our car. So I'm not confident about this race, but we need to do anything we can to try and beat Flores, even if that means just copying her strategy T for T. I'm willing to do that. So let's go. Let's go. 5 red lights to the Dubai Grand Prix. You can see Flores is indeed on mediums, sharp on mediums. 5 red lights, and we're underway from 8th and 7th on the grid. And, or 8th and 9th on the grid, I don't even know. But we're going to go attack mode straight away. Try and get up some positions, get in some clean air. If we can get in some clean air with Balcazar, that'll be very ideal. So here we go, going up the order already, up into 7th. So that's been good. Now we're going to go, I would say, pushing from now. Pushing from now with Balcazar. Let's go high. Pernay, let's continue to attack with her. We'll continue to attack. Yeah, everyone's attacking still, right? Let's speed this up. Let's watch how this moves on. Balcazar is up into... I thought it was going to be up into 6th. Not quite yet. Not quite yet. Already we've got someone ahead of us backing up their tyres. So that's a little bit odd. That's a little bit odd, but it's fine. We're 7th and 8th, so that's good. That's 7th and 8th. We're good. We're good. I think now we already start to save our tyres, I think. I think we need to start saving the tyres already. So let's go neutral and high. Neutral and high. Right. Go in that position. I'm going to say allow teammate through. Sorry, Pernay, but you're playing second fiddle this race. I don't care. You have some sort of shot at the championship, but really, not really. The numbers are stacked against you, so going to go all Team Balcazar here. Try and do everything we can. And if that means not letting you pass, then that's fine by me. That's fine by me. Right. What's Flores doing? Flores is still attacking. Obviously on medium, so she can afford to do that. But she's down the order in 13th. She's ping-ponging from 13th to 12th. So she's in a bit of a scrap. Thankfully for us, because we're in some clean air here. Semi-clean air, I say. I mean, we're right behind 6th, but we're in some sort of clean air, I guess you could say. Right, 15 laps remaining. Still 7th and 8th at the moment. Both of them are on conserve and neutral on the fuel. So holding station. What we need to do is just make sure we stay ahead of Flores. So I'm looking at the gap. 7.2, 7.1, 7.0. So it looks like she's closing up the gap a little bit. 16.9 there on the left. So react to that a little bit. Use a bit of fuel. Go on high. We'll go on high. React to that a little bit, but not too much. Don't want to react to it too much. But I just need to make sure we stay ahead, basically, until we go to that final pit stop. It's going to be a one-stop. We're going to probably go onto super softs, I would imagine. So it's just about taking these tyres the distance and making sure we don't let Flores close in too much, which is at the moment happening. So let's go neutral now. Neutral and high. Neutral and high. 13 laps remaining. I don't know if you guys can tell, but yeah, right now the feeling's very tense. I'm feeling it in my shoulders, to be honest. It's very, very tense right now because I can bottle this. I can just ruin this right now, but need to make sure we do the job. We didn't do the job in Brazil. That was a bad Grand Prix for us. Unfortunately, with the weather, I still think it's a bit BS that Inters were able to go quite well on a completely dry track, but that's behind us now. What's happened's happened. It's time to do the job here and just make sure we play this tactically. All we're thinking about is Flores. All we're thinking about is Flores. Don't worry about these top 6 who are in super softs because they're not in our race. They're in a different race to us. So at the moment we're in net first for all the people who are not running super softs. I mean, Ribeiro and Moriera are doing even worse than that. They're in 10th and 11th behind us. So yeah. At the moment, gap 16.7. So doing okay for now. Doing okay for now. Gap's okay, so we'll go down to conserve. Back to conserve. Back to medium. Keep that going. 11 laps remaining. We've got 7.8 of fuel. That's good. That's what we want because that means a quicker pit stop. Less fuel needs to be put in. So that's good signs. Good signs. Good signs. 17.6 the gap is actually. 17.7. 17.8. Okay. It's looking good. Gap's kind of increasing. 18. This is looking very, very good. Very, very good. And now we've got some clean air. Now we've got a lot of clean air. This is looking very decent for us. Very, very decent for us. Flores now the gap's 19.45. Gap's looking good. She's backing up. I thought so. She's backing up. Now she's pushing. Now she's pushing. So now, you know what? We'll go neutral. Go neutral. That's what we'll do. Go neutral high. Neutral high. Right, gap is 21.2, 22.2. It is increasing, and we are still on 5th. Well, it's still on 5th and 6th. 3rd place, surprisingly not pitting yet. So we're in 4th now. We're going to go around the outside. His tyres have fallen off the cliff, Vidal. So where is Flores? Flores still there in 9th, 21.8 the gap is. Is she going to pit yet? No, she's going to continue on. We will continue on as well. We will continue on as well. We're in 3rd place at the moment, 3rd and 5th. Tyres are looking somewhat okay. We'll go conserve a little bit. Conserve that a little bit more. Make sure that's fine. We're into 1st now. 1st and 2. It's a 1-2 right now. Yet to pit yet. Does Flores pit? No, Flores does not pit. Gap's 13.8. That is the direct gap to us now. That's the direct gap, and it is going down now. It's going down. So she's pushing. Let's respond a little bit. Gap's now stabilising at 13. Gap's stabilising at 13. Let's respond to that. What is she doing? What is she doing? She's going pushing, and she's going about half now. We'll continue on like this. We'll continue on like this. Right, I'm pushing with Pernay. We're going to make a bit of an earlier pit stop here. And we're going to pit in for the super softs this next lap now. So Balcazar's going to continue on like she is. We'll go high, and we'll continue on for one more lap like that. Pernay, you're pitting in this lap. You're pitting in this lap. Super softs, 5 laps remaining. So, what's the engine's okay? 5.75, right. We'll go for the fast pit stop. Let's try and just suss out some time there. With Balcazar, we'll continue on like we are. We'll continue on like we are. Pushing now, overtake mode. We're going to pit in this lap. Flores continues on. Flores continues on. That's fine. That's fine. Right, Balcazar's in. Balcazar's in. Flores, I don't know if she's going to come in or not, but we're going to definitely come in. So at the moment, where are we? We are in... Oh, Pernay just about got overtaken, but I'm going to allow teammate through. Conserve. Come on, let her through, let her through, let her through, let her through, let her through. Go on. Nice. Thank you. Thank you very much. You're a kind person. You're a kind woman. Right, Balcazar up into 8th. Flores, where is she? Where is she? We need to be pushing. What is she doing? Gaps. What's the gap there? That's gap 7 seconds. She's going to pit. It's going to be close, I think. Where is it? Where is it? Across the line. Ahead of Flores. Ahead of Flores, but continue pushing on like this. 2 laps remaining. Need to keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Right, 2 laps remaining. De Graaf's first place. Modi second. Just about half a second up the road from us. We're closing up with Balcazar in 3rd. Pernay 4th. Where is Flores? Flores is down in 19th. She's had an issue. She had an issue. She had an issue. Yes. Good. Right, calm down. Calm down. Medium. Neutral. Conserve. You conserve. Calm down. Calm down, Pernay. Calm down, Pernay. Right, you know what? She's out of the race. Race. Final lap of the Grand Prix. You two can race. You two can race. Let's go all out. Overtake mode. Overtake mode. You two can race. Flores out of this. You two can race. Let's see who's going to finish above in this race. It's the final sector, final half lap. Pernay is closing up here. Pernay is closing up. So this could be a last gasp overtake in the last sector here, in the last few corners. I don't know, but it could be third and fourth. It is going to be third and fourth. And in the end, it is not going to be Pernay overtaking. It's going to be Balcazar third, Pernay fourth. That's going to steal our deal, though, because Flores has had an absolute tragic race in 19th place. That is GG's. That is GG's. I'm going to shake the hand of the imaginary engineers around me. I'm getting a bit too into this now. Balcazar third. Pernay fourth. We done it. We done it. Drivers World Champion, Chica Balcazar. Constructors World Champion confirmed, Archer. It's been a long time coming since November. It's been a long road, but here we go. We've done it. There we go. Confirmation. Scrutineering. Obviously, nothing's going to be wrong with our car. We've not done anything wrong. There we go. 4-3. Third place. That's fine. Don't mind that being the one that seals the deal. There we go. Haha, yes. First place in the Drivers' Championship. Chica Balcazar. We stuck with her for like 4 seasons or something. It's been a long way. Been a long time coming. Pernay, third place. Commiserations. Didn't quite get second there. But Constructors by 39 points. Ferrari got it. Fake Ferrari overtook fake Mercedes at the end by 1 point. Suck it, Mercedes. Suck it. Awesome. Awesome. Guys, smash that like button for the Drivers' World Championship. We've got it with Chica Balcazar. I know how many of you do like Balcazar. There are some that don't and have kind of looked down upon me for keeping her for this long. But, you know, I have a little soft spot for her, to be honest. You know, she's been with the team now for about 5 years now. So I'm very happy we finally won the championship with her. Absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. We lost income. We lost income on that championship winning race. But I don't care. Oh, that is amazing. That is stupendous. There we go. 2023 World Drivers' Championship. Chica Balcazar. Team representative, aarava. Woo! World champions, baby. World champions. Archer, Motorsport, BMR. Yes. Yes. Prize money, 50 million. Obviously, it's the same. But there we go. Managerial mogul. Whew. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Genuinely been such an enjoyable experience since November. Honestly, I'm going to be completely honest here. I didn't think I would still be doing this series right now in May. If you'd asked me, we're starting Motorsport Manager on the PC in November. Did I think I was going to be doing this in May? No. I would have guessed I would have ended this series by January, but here we are, and it's all because of you guys. You guys have genuinely been so supportive of the videos. Yes, obviously the views have been maybe around half or maybe 2/3 of what they are on the regular kind of Codemasters content, but they've been decent enough where it is worth the time to record these. Like the kind of response from the videos, the love in the comments, especially the comments. There's so many of you guys who are so passionate about this series. You know, the response there, it's worth the time for these videos, so it's down to you guys. It's all down to you guys supporting this series that have kept this series going on for so long. Because honestly, I would have guessed back in November I would have ended it by Jan, but no, here we are in May, and I'm glad because we stuck through it and we've achieved something that I thought was going to be a long way off from Season 8. I thought it would have taken us like 12 bloody seasons, but we've done it. Season 8, World Drivers' Championship for the drivers and constructors. Absolutely awesome. So, guys, that is it. That is it. That is it. So, let me know again. I know you guys did it in the last episode, but let me know again, and I'll kind of read through both comment sections. Let me know what I should do. I'm going to take a few days to really decide what I'll do, because I'm not too sure. I do want to continue doing videos on this game, but I'm just not too sure what you guys... I need to find a balance between what you guys will want, the majority of you guys will want, and also what's going to interest me, because I need to kind of keep it fresh for myself as well. So, we'll see, we'll see. But Pernay beaten by the Graph. If the Graph is interested, that'd be a marvellous idea. A little bit early talking about silly season. A little bit early. A little bit early. There we go. Finish interview. Contracts running down. That's fine. I'm going to end it off there. Going to end off there. Not going to make any decisions for the future. We'll leave it at that. I'm going to keep this save file for sure. I'm going to click save. So it's going to be here. It's not going to go anywhere. So even if we don't continue this series for the next episode and we do something else, we can always come back to this. We can always come back to this. So Either way, let me know what I should do. Again, hit that like button. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you're around here, do subscribe for weekly form on content. I've been Ever. Hope you enjoyed us today, and I'll see you guys next time.